bubblegum.
Marceline, you're up late.
No time for chit-chat. Let's hang out right now.
Hi everyone, so I wanted to adopt the axolotl, and they need a lot of care. And also I did research.
Dang beans. Good girl.
I literally don't know this.
You kind of smell
What the?
like a baka.
When you were cleaning algae off your axolotl tank, and the magnet comes off.
Welcome back to part 2. So you need a chiller, probably, because you can't get temp right. It's very expensive, 350 quid for one decent one. Moss balls, plants, and like big plants to like cover the tank. So you're not hiding in plants, and it's just good for the tank. You need a lot of hiding spaces because they like to fill, you know, they just like hiding spaces to hide in. Driftwood as well will help, and dividers if you get 2 axolotls that are boy and girl. I would say that is the minimum for 1 axolotl, and come back for part 3.
Alright, day 1 of Hallie's setting up her axolotl tank.
Day 3 actually.
Okay. You got some sand that's all clean. She's putting it in the axolotl tank now. We're going to be building a mountain wall on a 3-corner side here, and it's going to be all flat for the rest of the tank. Stay tuned for the final product. Thank you.
Okay, my man actually made a great point. So story time about this tank. Alright, this is our 80-gallon display tank, and it used to be saltwater. It's going to still be saltwater, but we had a tiny pest problem and we wanted to get rid of it. So we removed all the sand, live rock, fish, coral, you name it, and we just filled it up with RO water. And at the time, we had an axolotl breeder give us like 12 of these little guys, and we were like, why don't we just put them in here since it gives us something to look at? And I mean, they're pretty cute, but it's nothing like saltwater. We put some turtles in here temporarily for like 2 days because turtles really don't like the cold water. And they were so cute and so small, but our friend came and picked them up today. So all this is temporarily, but in the meantime, they are so cute. We got little guppies too. So that's like an albino one because of the white eyes. But this is probably the most expensive axolotl tank you'll ever see. Yeah.
Axolotl tank decor. Sand down rocks. Place thy rocks. Mason jar. Plant counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bubbles. And now. Meat ragu. Was admiring the axolotl tank when? What TF is this?
I recently made a fish tank using bamboo for my axolotl. I even built a cave for her to sleep in. Do you think she's going to like it? Let's find out. I always start with substrate in my tanks because it provides essential nutrients for plant growth. This will help our bamboo grow. Topping it off with white sand will give our tank a crisp and clean look. It's important to remember that you shouldn't use sand unless your axolotl is larger than 3 to 4 inches in length. This is because it can cause infection. My axolotl Lucy has grown up so fast. It's recommended that axolotls have at least a 20-gallon tank, so it's definitely time to upgrade Lucy. Here I am giving her bloodworms, but it's important to feed a varied, nutritious diet. I knew I wanted to add another cave into Lucy's tank since she loved her first one. Caves provide a comforting place for axolotls to hide and sleep. I use this food-safe basket, slate rock, and fish-safe silicone to build the cave. My goal was to make it look as natural as possible. Don't forget to allow 24 hours for the silicone to cure. This is important to keep your axolotl safe. I chose to place the cave in the corner of her tank so she has plenty of room to swim. Time to start planting the bamboo. Bamboo is great in cold water fish tanks, which make it a perfect fit for axolotls since they require water temperature between 60 and 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Bamboo also has several practical purposes. It is an efficient cleaner for your tank and will quickly soak up nitrates and other chemicals. Let's add some finishing touches to the tank. A few pieces of Siri stone on top and dotted around the entrance of the cave will help create that natural look that we're going for. One question I often get is why do I spray the tank down before filling it up? While there are a couple of reasons I do this, it's primarily to prevent the plants from drying out while I prepare to fill the tank. The tank is looking good and coming together nicely. It's time to fill it up. The key to a clear fill is to make sure your water isn't hitting the sand directly. I always make sure the water is hitting a rock so it's not disturbing the sand. My favorite plants to use are low light plants as they're easier to maintain. Java fern should be placed in between the rocks and not planted directly into the substrate. Let's add our filter before we cycle the tank. This is an external canister filter and it's my personal favorite for any type of fish tank. Don't forget to check that water temperature. Remember, axolotls require cooler temps. This tank took about 3 weeks to cycle and Lucy is finally ready for her new home. It looks like she's really loving her tank. I can't wait to see her sleep in her new cave.